Hello everyone, we're streaming Bughouse World Championship in the open section. This is Group B. The last few days of the group stage. This is actually the first match of Group B, which is surprising. We have Soccerboy6 and Tryhard Account versus Dielie and JordiGer77. And Group B contains Little Plotkin and 12th Team, widely considered one of the favorites to win the whole tournament. So if they don't end up playing any of their matches, it's very possible that these two teams will progress and the Little Plotkin team will be eliminated, which would be very unfortunate. So I hope they're able to schedule some matches. But let's focus on this match right here. They accidentally played a 3-minute game beforehand, so I'm gonna have to adjust whenever I look at the scores here. But we're currently 0-0. This is the first game. Soccerboy gives up his queen. Now a knight would be good for Dielie. Oh, he's just gonna take a piece. That makes a lot of sense. Again, a knight would be really good. Not waiting for it. It's just gonna make moves. Jordi is on the attack as well. Oh, that's a free queen. Here comes the queen. So another rook would mate. He's just going to keep putting pressure up. And Jordi has mate on his board. Very nice. So that's first blood for Dielie and Jordi. We're from Netherlands, is that right? Yes. Jordi and Dielie from the Netherlands. I believe Soccerboy6 is a student at MIT, which is one of the best universities in the US. Maybe the best university for sciences. MIT was definitely my dream school, but I did not get into MIT, despite having a perfect SAT score. Jordi on the attack. Queen mates for Jordi. A rook is likely to come, maybe not a queen. You could throw a new knight in. Well, he's just going to stall for now. But eventually you could throw a knight in to keep the rook from coming. All of a sudden, Tryhard is the one attacking. Now a rook would be quite good for him. Knight would also be good. Even, you could work with the bishop. He's going to put the rook in. It's going to lead to mate. Bishop check, mate. So we're now all tied up, 1-1. Attack and defend at the same time. Nice use of bishop check. That shows why bishops are so powerful in Bughouse. It's a wide misconception when people start off playing Bughouse that knights are much better than bishops because you can throw down a check that can't be blocked and often get forks. But bishops are good for attacking and defending at the same time. Now a bishop would win a queen, and that's what we see. Knight check going to be good as well. Probably just take the pawn. You could consider knight check and then like new queen in or something like that. Can't really take the rook because then this attack is just too good. That is way too adventurous. Jordy has to have mate here. He's going for it. Not sure I like this knight move. I think I would have used my existing knight just to save another piece. But this probably works. New knight in. Queen takes its mate. So I score now 2-1. Favoring Jordy and Dielie. So this is first to 15. We're at a 2-minute time control. This pawn move picks up a piece for a pawn. The fact that he didn't move his e-pawn is going to leave it vulnerable to attacks here. Knight in, 2 pawns mate. Pawns no longer mate. But Dielie does have a nice attacking position. Soccerboy continues to put pressure on. Soccerboy getting safer. By the way, it looks like Jordy's king. A little unhappy over here. Oh, the bishop in the back looks quite good. In that it's checkmate. It's really good. Okay. So we're all tied up now, 2-2. Knight wins queen for try hard account. A rook could also be good. Seems like the knight is coming. Dielie down time. Okay, he throws in another move while he's waiting. Gets another piece on the board to help defend. Now you could take either one. I honestly probably would have taken the rook there, because then you can retreat the knight and promote. I think it would have been better than the queen. Oh, 2 pawns mated before, but he's going to take a free bishop. Why wouldn't you take the bishop? That's kind of nuts, to be honest. Okay, I guess he's repeating. That's the plan. There's mate in 1 on Soccerboy board. Also a very good position on the tryhard account board. I think it was mate on both boards, to be honest. Mate in 2 for tryhard account. Our score now 3-2. Favoring Soccerboy and tryhard. I hope I'm getting that right. I kind of have to do mental math in my head. Always subtract 1. I think I'm subtracting it from the right team. Dielie making good use of those light squares. Try hard attacking on the dark squares. Knight would be good, or 2 pawns. Maybe rook over. Okay, he's gonna go for it immediately. Knight mates. Another possibility would be to pin this knight to try to get some rook shenanigans in. So knight mates for Dielie. Oh, this is a nice mate too. So the queen guarded this last square. We're all tied up again. Excuse me. Apologies. Could pick up a queen. I think you have to sack the queen here. Keep your king safe. Knight takes knight. Defend, I would think. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, well, that mates. Okay. Nice mate for Soccer Boy. My score is 4-3, favoring Soccer Boy and Tryhard. Are we going to see a sack? Maybe bishop, then sack. I think we'll see a sack. You can see it's a knight in hand already. Okay, that's a little bit surprising. But I like the restraint. D7 is targeted. Now he sacks. Jordy has a very nice attack over here. Tryhard probably gonna have to give up his queen pretty soon. He's just stepping over. Interesting. The bishop doing a good job guarding for now. What? That pawn move is wild. Doesn't care about his king. Tryhard really going for it. Maybe knight takes pawn. Uh-oh. Yeah, so Tryhard lost some pieces there, and Dielie was able to use those to mate Soccer Boy. Our score now 4-4. And it is first to 15, but we do have a win by 2 condition. And if these teams keep trading off one win for another, then we might go into overtime. A lot of trades on the Jordy board. Looks like Soccer Boy has a safer king. Attacking Dielie. Tryhard now on the attack. Bishop check would win a queen. Gonna pull the king out. Pawn check, I assume. Idea. Oh, now bishop check. A little bit odd, but okay, let's take that queen. Okay, he's still going for checks. I guess his idea is knight takes bishop. Oh, now he takes the queen. The move order is just weird to me. Jordy is down to 1700. I thought he was higher than that at the start. Maybe was he provisional or did I misread his rating? I must have misread his rating. I thought he was like 2000. Tryhard account should have mate here. Yeah, he has enough pawns to mate for sure. Oh, and picking up a queen. That can only help. So our score now 5-4. Favoring a Soccer Boy and Tryhard. Bishop check would have been a good defense there. But he didn't have a bishop in hand. He retreats. Trying to deflect this knight so you can take the free pawn, I guess. Interesting, the king is running. The queen has this file open. That might come back to bite him. Bishop would be quite good. I wonder if he'll go all in. He could go all in with a move like knight takes. Okay, soccer boy trying to defend, sacks the queen in order to do so. Try hard on the attack, a knight mates for him. And they're up 10 seconds. I'm sure a knight can come. Knight is being attacked. So I think it's a good idea for tryhard to sit both to get the maiden knight and also to help his partner defend. Because with only knights in hand, Dielie can't do very much on the right board. Queen forced. Queen should mate here. Soccerboy might need a blocker. Bishop check. It's really to mate. Bishop check, pawn check. I guess he also had, he can move the bishop. We didn't even need another pawn. Our score now, I believe, is 6-4, favoring a Soccerboy tryhard. That just gives up a pawn from tryhard. Jordi does seem fairly safe. As far as rating is concerned, Jordi seems to be the weak link here. So they may try to exploit his lower rating. I'm not sure what his chess rating is, though. Jordi has a nice attack here, though. Jordi would like some feed. Trades are good in general. Dielie has a nice threat over here. Soccerboy probably wants to sack his queen. Put pressure on. Could have just taken that knight. Okay, this is mate for Dielie. Someone matching me at chess. Let's walk over to their profile here. We're going to go ahead and block this person. And then we'll decline the match request. Go fuck yourself. Okay, Jordi is in a lot of trouble, but his partner has mate. He just needs to survive a few moves here. I don't think he should have wasted that with one random check. I think he should have used this to defend. Or did he move that? Maybe if he moved that, it didn't matter. Alright, mate in one for Dielie. Jordi needs to live for like 2 seconds. You could take the pawn, help guard this. They've resigned it. Our score now 6-5. Favoring Soccerboy tryhard. So taking this is gonna open up the rook. That's the discovered check. Now going after the queen. Even pawns would be good for Dielie. So Jordi offering up his queen for a nice attack. Tryhard can try to defend it, but he's gonna have to give up material while doing so. A draw is a possibility. On check. If there's another bishop over here, it could be a draw. This is probably mate for Jordi. I'm kind of just assuming. Knight check. Oh, takes the queen. Oh, it mates for his partner. That makes sense. We are all tied up, 6-6. Looks like Jordy sacked on tryhard. But tryhard is fairly safe. So Soccer Boy gets an extra piece to play with. Gonna chase around this queen probably. Uh-oh. That's a threat. Interesting. Tryhard doing a lot of attacking here. Queen would mate for him. Are we gonna take this rook eventually? He just wants to attack. Ooh, knight probably mates. Tryhard. Bunch of pawns would mate for tryhard. It would take a lot of them. Finally time to take that rook. It is. Knight check. And that's mate. Our score now 7-6. Favoring Jordy and Dielie. This match has really been back and forth a lot. Almost always within 1 point of each other. And the lead is traded many times. So it seems like they're quite an even matchup. Queen would mate for Dielie. Don't see that coming. Looks like this picks up a free piece. Gets his king safer. Oh, he wants even more. He wants to do this with initiative. I think he should have just taken it because bishop check would have been good next move anyway. He's really going for it. He wants mate. Knight check. I think he's gonna get it. Pawn check. Queen takes his mate. Nice mate by tryhard. My score now 7-7. His first to 15. We're about halfway through the match. We're gonna see a sack here eventually. It's interesting. Jordy continuing to attack. I think he really should think about defending. You have to take this pawn. What? That is nuts. Tryhard's gonna have a super easy mate here. Soccer Boy seems perfectly safe. So Jordy just threw away the game there. He could have defended with bishop takes, bishop takes. It cost us some material. All right, our score now 8-7, favoring Soccer Boy and Tryhard. Tryhard traded at the cost of some development. But Soccer Boy's the one being attacked right here. I don't think that trade was necessarily a great idea. Dielie picked up some free material on the attack. Soccerboy6 king looking a little bit vulnerable. Tryhard is attacking as well. I think Jordy can save this though. So I like Dielie's position the best. His king seems fairly safe. Soccerboy6 king not so much. Knight check is a real threat. Threatening promotion. I like this pawn move a lot. Knight check on e7 might have been good as well. Nice mate by Dielie. Our score now 8-8, all tied up again. And it is first to 15, but there's a win by 2 condition. Again, this is the open section. This is the group stage, and we are Group B. Surprisingly, with only this weekend left to play matches, this is the first match in Group B. And if no further matches happen in Group B, I would assume, I'm not the arbiter of Group B, I should mention, but if I were the arbiter, I would say these two teams progress because they're the ones who've played games. The team who has not played any games would be Little Plotkin and 12th team, shockingly. Dielie on the attack. Dielie seems to have been super aggressive this match, and it's paying off. Tryhard probably going to pick up some material here. Picks up a knight for a pawn. Knights would be very good for Dielie. Now a knight mates. Knight hardly seems possible. There's none on the board, 3 in hand. Rook also mates. Could see queen check. But he is down 2 seconds. He's not going to get the rook, not going to get the knight. Going to need to start defending. It's a blunder of a knight from Soccerboy. Jordy gives up a queen. That queen is going to leave a mark. Oh, but there's the knight. Nice queen sack. Anything that comes here we can take. If the pawn takes, mate in 1. So now Jordy needs to live. No, Jordy can stall. Jordy is up time. He could also just take this knight. I think he's safe enough. On mate. Very nice mate from Dielie, and it came just in time because he's about to die to the queen. Our score now 9-8, favoring Jordy and Dielie. Dielie thinking of sacking. Dielie wants a diagonal, I assume. And there it is. Knight takes, new knight in to give up the bishop, or you could just play bishop takes pawn. think we take this. Now pawn plus knight would mate. Not anymore. Soccerboy is defended. Whoa, that had to be a mouse slip. That's a costly mouse slip. So, it's going to be a pretty easy mate for tryhard. I think bishop at e5 was a little bit more precise than pawn here, because you want the pawn. You actually prefer a pawn to a bishop. Now we have knight check. This is a good move too, prevent the king from coming out. I like it. Knight check. Oh, that's clinical. Nice mate. Other mate in the middle of the board. All right. Our score now 9-9. All tied up. Dielie down a little bit of time. Interesting, knight takes. I thought he would do queen takes there, but I guess c7 would have been too vulnerable. Dielie wants some trades. Is a nice attack if he could get a few trades. Tryhard account is up 7 seconds, so it would be wise for him to stall, let his partner get a little bit safer. Maybe queen trade, then take the knight. They're still up about 5 seconds. Now up 6 seconds because there's a double sit that happened there. Jordy trying to figure out how to defend this. Bishop in the corner. Gotta watch out for draws here. This is a nice sack. I like it. He could either take the pawn or take the rook. He takes the rook. Jordy gets mated by tryhard. Our score now 10-9. Favoring tryhard and Jordy. Soccerboy get an attack by Dielie. Soccerboy did a pretty good job defending. Picks up some extra material. Dielie continues to attack though. Dielie can win some free material by taking the rook, but no, he wants to keep the pressure up. Attacking the queen instead. Now knights would be very good. You're gonna see like pawn check. There it is. Rook would be good. Gonna continue to put pressure up. Give up the knight, take the knight potentially. And then queen can't take with promote. So he gets the bishop out to help guard the back rank. Knight's gonna help guard stuff. Queen comes in. Dielie makes a developing move. It gives up the knight. And if this pawn falls, then the entire attack will disintegrate. Tryhard account up 2 seconds. So he can give Soccerboy some time to get safe. I guess if queen takes, you do have knight takes pawn now. What is that? Sacks the queen. Why did he sack the queen? Maybe he wants his partner to mate. I guess they're going all in on Jordi's attack. Okay, 2 possible mates with the queen. Queen is currently pinned. But now you gotta watch out for queen at e2. Dielie's king a little bit unsafe. And in this flag battle, Dielie just not fast enough. Our score now 11-9, favoring Soccerboy Tryhard. Tryhard gave up a pawn, trading the queens to draw out Jordi's king. Tryhard clearly has the safer king. Jordi's king not so safe. He wants a bishop, probably. Pick up the knight. He is up 3 seconds, so you can afford to wait for that. You can use the queen instead of waiting for a bishop. But better to wait for a bishop. Also, Soccerboy has a lot of pressure here. Queen probably gonna have to come in to defend for Dielie. As long as Tryhard isn't giving up a knight, I think Soccerboy will be safe. I mean, queen in is not a bad move. Queen in, queen would have to come on c3 to defend the knight. Otherwise, queen takes knight would be like a free dude. Anything else came in. Queen trade seems good. We could take the knight for free. Okay. Oh, that was mate in 1. Jordi had mate in 1 and didn't play it. But they still get the win by flagging Tryhard. But yet when rook took f7, a rook on d8 would have been mate, and he had a queen in hand. Our score now 11-10, favoring Soccerboy Tryhard. Knight is good for Soccerboy. Oh, Soccerboy putting a lot of pressure on. This queen probably gonna fall. You're in check, so you gotta take that. Now, keep in mind this queen is under attack, so it would be like a queen trade if we took it. And I think that's a good result, because you can pawn check and knight would be pretty crushing. There's the pawn check. He has a knight in hand. I think you put a pawn on e7 here. Oh, just bishop takes, okay. Not so sure about that one. Now it's going to take a rook or a queen. The knight is not so good, as these squares are covered. And they're down 6 seconds. Knight or queen is not coming. Dielie going to need to think about defense now. This queen in here is mate. And there's the queen. Maybe knight takes pawn, then queen in. Possibility. So it looks like a pretty good possibility, to be honest. Knight takes pawn. Queen in, queen takes knight, something like that. Or even queen in, bishop check. Bishop takes, queen takes. Try hard account just needs to live. Wait, what? He didn't put the queen in. Okay. He got a knight for his partner to mate. Did not see that one coming. But good coordination. Our score now 11-10, favoring a soccer boy tryhard. First to 15. Dielie has sacked. Soccer boy doing a good job defending. I think really the recipe for success is if soccer boy manages to defend and not get mated, then I think their team just wins. I think tryhard can hold off Jordi and get good positions versus Jordi. It's just about whether Dielie is able to mate or not. Probably picks up a queen for Dielie. We got 2 pieces for it. That's not bad. Oh, we're getting a match request. Let's go ahead to this guy's profile. We'll go ahead and block him. We'll decline the match request. Go fuck yourself. And that's mate for tryhard account. This is a good time to remind everyone, by the way, that chess.com is 30 years behind the rest of the internet. For 30 years, every other chess site on the internet, you could set a formula for matches you like, matches you don't like. Unfortunately, chess.com, technologically, 30 years behind the rest of the internet. Kind of unbelievable. All right, so our score is 13-10, favoring tryhard and soccer boy. Take this rook, or is there better? Maybe he just keeps going after the queen. So Dielie on the attack, but he really wants a rook or a queen here. Well, now even bishops are good. I mean, a rook is very good. He just makes a move to keep the clock going. He's significantly down the clock. He's down 10 seconds on the clock. So, soccer boy probably try to get safe here. Maybe rook at h7. Make his king safer. Hey, Knightmaster. Knightmaster, the key is instead of looking in /variants, you want to look in /play. So if you go to /play and you click on the games tab, then let me just go real quick. You click on the games tab and there's an option for variants. And most of the variants played there are going to be Bughouse. Working as mate. All right. Our score 14-10. Favoring Soccerboy tryhard. This may be match point. Oh, these light squares are very weak. Queen trade on offer. The sack from Jordi. I think that's a good sack. It's now knights are going to be very good for him. I think we could take this knight. Okay, interesting. That's a free knight. Why aren't we taking the free knight? Knight is very good. Dielie picking up some free material. Knight takes knight. Seems like it wins. I don't know why we didn't take that knight. It just seems absolutely crushing. Well, not anymore. Before you had knight takes knight, and then you had a knight shenanigans. Dielie has a nice attack here. Gonna be hard for Soccerboy to hold this off. This should be a pretty easy win for Jordi and Dielie. They're dominated on both boards. Are also up 20 seconds. You just throw in a bishop check. Probably wins the game. There's no blockers right now except the queen. Or you could just not move. That also wins the game. But bishop at h5 is a safe move. Doesn't give any pieces on initiative. That's mate. Our score now 14-11. Favoring Soccerboy tryhard. Again, this is match point. Tryhard on the attack. Bishop at f8, always a sad move to play. This king is kind of boxed in. I like tryhard's position a lot better. Tryhard going after the dark squares. Now pawns are really good. I'm going to use the bishop. That's a good castle from Jordi. Rook plus knight mates, but those are unlikely to come. Rook check, something comes in, then knight smother mate. Now a knight would win a queen. Well, not anymore. Okay. Jordi has gotten a little bit safer. Maybe you can push the pawn, go after this stuff. Bishop would be good for attacking and defending at the same time. Tryhard going all in on his attack. Now with the pawn at a7 could be good. Right in this queen. Queen in going to be pretty crushing. By the way, tryhard has a super safe king. I guess tryhard's just going to wait for the queen. The queen is forced. The queen moves away. You have queen takes pawn. So, I mean, this queen has to come. You can put the queen in the back here. Trade the queens, drop a pawn. Looks pretty strong. I think this match is over. Queen and its mate. I think that's GG's. It is GG's. Final score 15-11. So congrats to the players. Hard fought match. It was looking pretty even in the beginning. I think eventually Soccerboy and Tryhard figured out the right strategy against this particular team, which was to stay safe from Dielie, because Dielie is a relentless attacker. But hard fought match. Very impressive that Dielie and Jordy did so good, considering Jordy is substantially lower rated. I mean, it looks like a 200 point, really it's a 300 point difference in rating between Tryhard and Jordy. But in practice, the difference between a 2000 and a 1700 is often much more profound than the difference between like a 1600 and a 1300 or a 1300 and a 1000, something like that. Because 2000s are generally pretty solid players, and 1700s generally have some holes in their game where you can just kind of grind them down. So yeah, hard fought match, a lot of fun to watch. All right, we're gonna look for someone to raid. These guys, even with the match over, they're jumping right back in the random pool. Bughouse fanatics. We're gonna find someone to raid though. Let's see. We're gonna check the chess category. See what's up. I think we have a lot of options here. Looks like Bigfoot is streaming. Don't think we've raided him in a while. That seems like a good option. Actually, let me just double check, because earlier today, we had some 4-player chess streaming going on. Oh, there's not the guy I expected, but there is someone streaming 4-player chess. We gotta support our 4-player chess, so let's give him a raid. Nightmaster had a question. How do we find that? So I'm actually going to start this raid, but while the raid is going, I'm going to let you know how to find this stuff. Okay, so if you're in /play, first of all, let me unfollow. If you're in /play, so at the top, you have 4 tabs. You have analysis, new game, games, and players. So you click the games tab. Then your options at the top are daily game, game history, watch, and open. So the third option is watch. So you're going to click on watch. Then under there is a magnifying glass with username. There's also a drop down where you can select types, bullets, blitz, rapid, variants. Select variants. And there you see like a whole bunch of Bughouse games, 3 check, and 960, things like that. So I hope that clarifies. You can feel free to message me on Discord. If that isn't clear, I could try to send you screenshots or something like that. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. We're going to send you guys to Act Like a Grandmaster. Seems to be streaming some 4-player chess, and we want to support the variants community. Have a great day, everyone. Bye, guys.